so no return on that one for a touchback. So the Toledo Rockets offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here. The quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I know he's looking that way, so look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The Rockets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Takes a handoff. It's Hester. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Now he's looking to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Hester. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Osborne. In the backfield, it's a 0. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they failed to hook up on third down. The Rockets will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hamlin. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it when you get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards sure he keeps this drive alive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Osborne. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Hester. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the ball. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the conference of home can really serve as a springboard. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over.
Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dropping back, it's Swann. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, I tell you, fuck around, dick.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Now, one of the offensive coordinators wishing he would try running the football a couple of plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion without giving up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just 2 yards at that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the field goal unit is on the field. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Osborne. pass. They're setting up the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You've got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next down's coming up.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. They test it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll leave it with it. Got the first down, he's still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Osborne. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right on target this time. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. To the ground with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Deep in enemy territory, balls at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. And here they go on 4th and short. The Rockets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sneaks in the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Done for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Swan.
the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Brings up second down. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple of yards.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Fires left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Finds the tight end. Right and right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. The pitch. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Osborne. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rockets moving quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Rockets are threatening and goal for the offense. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Quarterback sneaking his way, tackling and throwing in the line. Sneaks it in.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Swan. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The give to the lone running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Catch it in the middle. It's Hamlin. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Turning it on! And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
That's caught. It's Dozier. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal. This one a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
17. App State 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Osborne. With the catch, it's Holland. And he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Rockets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That's reeled in. It's Holland. Running through contact. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And is knocked away. An incomplete defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Another the first down. And he slides in safely. The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. How about the timing on that pitch? To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop. Or they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense, quick tempo. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Third down coming up.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's a 0. There we go. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Pick off to stop the threat.
The second down pass.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Timeout, Toledo.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Swan. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the book. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys. side, the Glass Bowl.
And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense. To the field, trailing by a scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the catch. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Stealing a score on special teams. Big dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory. Flexing an offensive hustle that almost reminded folks of a record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Got a man, it's Lewis. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hamlin. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, shoot up some.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Guys, let's see what what Toledo can get done on offense this time. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down and getting down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Man, it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense wants to get back in the football game. It starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. Got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Hamlin. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the button, tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is ready to give him a first down.
listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw it, Swan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Good third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space, it's Lewis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now,
really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good block. First down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to suck this clock away and get it done.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rockets run to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
On the field goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Second down coming up.
To the air. It's Swan. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Holding.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Sanchez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away.
Brings up 4th down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll run it from the gun. Fouls through the defense. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.